Hi, I'm Duffy Dixon with Business RadioX, and we are here at the iATL, that's Infrastructure Automotive Technology Laboratory. This is a brand new facility, and this is all about creating cars, the technology that will allow them to talk to each other to make our roads safer. Joining me right now is Jim Misener, and he is with Qualcomm. So we got sort of an overview of this new lab. This is a real-life testing and learning, basically a neighborhood they're creating. What is Qualcomm's part in all of this?
Well, Qualcomm invents and makes the technology that underpins all of this, the communication. So the radio, underneath that are circuits, and underneath that are inventions. And some of those inventions are how cars talk to each other in a more effective and efficient way.
So we have some of this that's already being used, right?
Yes, we do. This has been going on for quite a while in various incarnations in prior technologies. But right now, we think the best technology is something that portends 5G. So it's a transition within a type of technology that you have in your phone. We call it cellular V2X.
Okay.
We call it that because, and again, I'm an engineer and we talk to engineers, but talking to everyone, it uses the same type of technology in a cell phone, but it talks directly. So you can have really low latency that is very time critical safety messages that get exchanged between vehicles, the infrastructure, and perhaps someday between pedestrians and other things.
So what does this technology allow for the person driving a car? If you have this technology, what does it do?
Well, consider it a better sensor. It's a sensor that looks around corners. It's a sensor because the other car that's broadcasting to you knows what it's going to do next. So it's a sensor that predicts. So it really improves ego vehicle type of sensor suite. So if you're in a car, you're relying only on the limitations of your sensors. So if you have a really tall truck next to you or a tall bus, you can't see through it, but with this technology you can. You can look around the corner and see what's happening around the intersection because radio waves permeate. So it is a technology that would really make automated vehicles work much better.
And this also could be used, maybe most importantly, for first responders. This gives them real road conditions. This could actually get them there faster?
It could get them there faster because in the current implementations, it would give a request to the traffic signal. You can do this via radio, and you can do this over a fairly longer range. So if you can make that first responder basically dial in a green light all the way through. In the future, when other cars start to have it, it'll be a virtual siren because it'll be in the dash. You won't have to, have your radio drown out the siren that comes outside. So it portends lots and lots of good things as we move forward.
Is there any concerns with this? I mean, what would critics say about this? What are some things you have to look out for as you develop this technology?
Well, this technology has been in existence for a previous version has been in existence for over 20 years, and it hasn't been adopted. And so some of the criticisms is that this requires spectrum. That spectrum has been fallow. Why don't we use that spectrum for unlicensed Wi-Fi and have better tablet connectivity, for example? But the imperative to have safe roads, the tragedy of the crash fatality problem in the U.S. and elsewhere in the world says that we really need to have this technology and we need to have it in force. And we're on the cusp of doing this, and this lab will contribute toward that.
How excited are you? Later we're going to see demonstrations of this. Mm-hmm. This has got to be exciting for you because you're part of the groundwork of this.
It is, and it's actually the culmination of perhaps the last 30 years of my career.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm very excited and proud to be here and be associated with this.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you, Jim Misener. He is with Qualcomm, and we look forward to interviewing more folks. Thank you.
Thank you.